funny? Every time we talk about Pokimane and I say something negative, it's like, oh, she's just jealous of Pokimane. She has a hate boner for Pokimane. I'm like, when do I actually talk about this woman on like, for real? It's wild. But they're gonna tell me I have a hate boner now for making fun of her. But I have not seen anything either.
Oh, you haven't? You haven't seen
No,
this?
remember this morning I thought you were actually saying like she was arrested.
No. Okay, well, I'm going to appease your hate boner here, Blabs, for Pokimane. And I want you to read Pokimane's tweet here.
Oh, goody.
This tweet has 21.4 million views. This is a couple days ago, and I wanted to talk about this yesterday when we did Pokimane Talk, but I'm so infatuated by the sheer entitlement that this woman, like, she is so effing
Just admit you're a broke boy.
Listen,
we need that audio. I should get that audio line. Just like, boop. Just admit you're a broke boy.
Here we go, Blabs. Go and read off Pokimane's tweet.
I got a weird influx of weirdos commenting on my age, lol. To be honest, I find it so dumb. At 28, I'm the happiest, richest, most knowledgeable, and self-assured I've ever been. And that only becomes more true with every year that passes. Smiley face. Although I don't care about the comments, I do worry about the impact it has on other girls and women who see this type of harassment. And to them, I want to reassure you that life only gets better. Growing older will not make you miserable, but living your life to appease random shitty people definitely will.
So you can see that she has since locked who can reply to this right here. She's 28 years old. She's so happy.
She's literally 14 days older than me.
Oh my god, does that just hurt?
That makes me gross.
Yeah. So there is a content creator named Pilps, and Pilps quote tweeted this, and it has ratioed her so many times over. This tweet had 50,000 likes. His tweet has over 100,000 likes on it. And I want you, I'll tell you, oh, wow. I will read this, and this is sure? long. Yeah, I got it, Blabs. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna get through this whole thing, or maybe I'll tag you in.
For you.
Yeah, I know, Blabs. I know. Relax. Just all right.
These are paragraphs, so you're gonna be okay.
Okay, it'll be all right. So but I want you to listen to this, and this is long, but just kind of roll with this. You're 28, Maine, not 18, not 80. But every year you get more self-assured and somehow less self-aware. This isn't growth, it's arrested development in high definition. Streaming hours at a time, daily, since adolescence didn't empower you, it just froze you in digital puberty. Oof. You talk like a life coach, post like a thirst trap, and react like a teenager whose ego is held together by brand deals and soft lighting. This isn't harassment. It's grown adults pointing out that grown adulthood doesn't look like this. As if life really gets better every year, why do you still act like you're one comment away from spiraling into a subtweet? If this is confidence, why does it only show up when there's a camera and a curated audience? You didn't outgrow the internet. You just aged into it like spoiled milk with a ring light, preserved by validation, paid for by the same men who sexualize you into a career and you deny you capitalized on. This isn't targeted hate, it's a wake-up call, a reminder that the bubble you built full of orbiters, yes men, and men with spare cash who defend you for a crumb of attention isn't reality. And it clearly rattled you to discover that outside of your curated echo chamber, not everyone knows you, likes you, and wants to see a grown woman caption "Angie" with her cleavage staged like a thumbnail, which that was the previous tweet that she had. That's not empowerment. It's arrested development wrapped in a push-up bra, craving for attention. And most people don't find infantilized thirst traps endearing. They find them sad. You're pushing 30, but still living like a girl whose future is stuck buffering, pausing real life just long enough to keep the illusion playing. So here's the thing. It's not black and white. It's not some simple, quote, weird influx of weirdos commenting on my age that you've convinced yourself of. It's not just the internet being mean to you. The reality is the average adult, the ones who isn't lost in your bubble, doesn't want to see a grown woman sexualizing herself for attention, no matter how much she tries to wrap it up in the guise of, quote, being knowledgeable and self-assured. The truth is, you made your career off sexualization, and yet you'll never fully admit it because you've convinced yourself you're more than that. But the longer you keep pretending, the more you'll realize that it's not the world that's the problem. It's you're still acting like you've got something to prove at 28, when honestly, you're just holding on to a version of yourself that doesn't exist anymore. Grow up. And here's the irony. Your entire career is built on appeasing random shitty people. But these, quote, shitty people you're worried about, the ones criticizing you for your age and your looks, are just as shitty as the ones who sexualize you and throw their money at you. You spent years building a career that thrives on attention, both from people who want to elevate you and from people who reduce you to nothing more than a commodity. The truth is, you've let both sides feed your ego, but you'll never admit it because they're the same people who keep you in business. So maybe it's time to realize growing older won't make you miserable. It's selling out to the same people you pretend to not care about. That's the real trap. The self-inflicted cage that stunted your maturity far worse than any comment or harassment.
Fatality.
I had to put that in. Wow. Brutality, fatality, finale. Wow. Yeah, that was it. She got wrecked.
I mean, wow. Yeah, 1000%. And naturally, she's gone on the victimization train because of this.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Could she reply? Did she quote tweet it?
No, she was just talking about it on her stream, which we'll get to that in a little bit. But this guy has definitely taken the brunt of this. Now, I reached out to him via DM, and I was like, hey, I would love to get your perspective on this. He never got back to me. Like I said, I'd much rather talk with people than about people.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't get back to me, and that's cool. So we're gonna get to it anyways, but at least the offer was there. This started to gain traction. He says, to save everyone time, because sadly this is now gaining traction. No, I don't care about her personally, just the hypocrisy. Yes, attention is the currency of the internet. No need to pretend it's anything else. No, I'm not jealous, just pointing out the irony of selling yourself short for likes. If you're here to say she's living her best life, keep in mind the real trap is selling out to the same people you pretend to ignore. Honestly, the whole "I ain't reading that" or TLDR bit became a tired joke 5 years ago. Why are we out here praising short attention spans for something like that? And by the way, that's the thing that you see consistently down here. You see a lot of people down on the bottom saying, like, talking about I ain't reading all that. Holy shit, whatever.
Yeah, too long didn't read. You wrote a paragraph, good for you. I'm sure you're happy, whatever it is. Yeah, those things.
Right. So he's been dogpiled on by the fans here, and this is
her simps have come to save their woman.
Yes.
Who will never ever give them any speck of love ever.
So he pulled this up. It's the infamous 9/11.
Dear Lord.
Sorry, you ratioed Pokimane in less than 24 hours. Well, it's been fun, chaps. Thanks for the death threats, rape threats, dox attempts, and a shiny 12-hour community guidelines cooldown for my troubles. And a special shout out to the OnlyFans whores who somehow thought bringing up sex in response to a critique about over-sexualization was a flex. Real awareness is clearly your strong suit. Oh, and thank you to all the scholars out there calling it a novel and an essay, considering it took less than 10 minutes and an espresso pod.
Fatality.
I'm gonna use that a lot on this guy. This guy is like murdering everybody left and right. It's beautiful.
Yeah, this guy's on fire. And I'd love to give it on to talk about this. Seems pretty great. He said, I've even even getting private DMs from massive game studio PR managers agreeing with my critique on Pokimane and streamers as a whole now requesting I don't disclose their identity. Damn, streamers are more insufferable than I even imagined, right? So he's getting hit up by people who are like, oh, I love what you're saying. Does that not sound familiar? I love what you're saying.
I just can't agree publicly.
I just can't agree publicly. Get fucked, idiots over there. So it's amazing to see that. I mean, that was one of the most brutal takedowns I've ever seen.
It's honest, and it applies to not only Pokimane, but all of these thoughts, all these Kick thoughts, Twitch thoughts, YouTuber thoughts, all of them. It applies to all of them on OnlyFans, every single one of them.
Jeez. Well, Pokimane did get emotional.
Rest in peace.
She shared her thoughts about the recent dramas.
Oh no, there's more.
It's weird to think about how many people have opinions about me, especially people who probably like never consume any of my content, which is understandable. Like that's just what happens probably when you're online for so long. But my main point is actually, as much as sometimes it bothers me to feel like my name is known in circles that I don't affiliate with or that are not a part of my community, the upside is sometimes I'll bring such nice people to my defense and I'm like I'm shocked. My heart is warm.
The Sim saved me. I'm so appreciative. Oh my god, thank you, Sims. Oh gosh.
It's awesome. It's awesome stuff.
Oh, she's just full of shit, man.
Yes. It goes back to she's in her own bubble. Let's finish
She
this.
needs her own juice. Let it out.
I see people stand up for me that I never expect to, especially other streamers and stuff. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
Kisan just said he wants to do a Pokicon. I was in the middle of something.
All right, whatever. I don't.
In the middle of something. Ugh.
I think she's a plant.
Like Mr. Beast.
I don't understand it. Like.
She got in early, and that's why. That's what I think. I don't think she's a plant or anything. I think she's just the dumb bimbo who lucked out, who got in early, just like Amaranth. They got in early, they made all their money, and a bunch of people followed suit, and they just weren't as popular or as famous. But because she was the first one in, she blew up. I think that's what it comes down to. So many of these big streamers, too. First ones in, they're not even that great of streamers, right? But they're so famous and everything that, yeah. Kind of like that. Like XQC. I don't find him all that great to entertain to watch. Oh, shit, this is crazy, shit. Like, no. And he's just one of the first ones in, basically, right?
Blabs, your hate boner is showing.
Why? Because, see, this is the problem here.
Oh, no. Well, the response is Tactical Nuke over here, the Pilps Tactical Nuke. This bro thinks he has a PhD in maturity. He said, no PhD needed, just basic adulthood. Maybe try it without emojis next time.
so many adults are children.
Oh, yes. And this goes back to the idea of arrested development. You know, like Blabs learned what arrested development is earlier today. Blabs,
you did. I thought you were actually saying like she was arrested development. Like it's a developing story. That's what I thought you were talking about. I'm like, she got arrested. I'm not looking. I'm not clicking.
Nope.
I'm just retarded. It's fine.
Yes.